Hey, my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune out and listen to the Daily Vibration. So, whether you are tuning in via YouTube, whether you're tuning in via Instagram, whether you're tuning in via Facebook, or even the podcast, welcome everybody. All right. So, guess what? It is Friday, okay, and we are vibrating on the number 9 today, not just for the date, but also for the day, okay? So today is December 11th, 2020, and it doesn't matter whenever you click on this video or if you click on this podcast. If the message resonates with you, you want to definitely keep what you need and leave what you do not, all right? The goal here is not to get trapped in any particular aspect of these messages, but to be able to rise above all of this energy so you can master yourself, right? Okay, so y'all know, right, that I am now doing the energy breakdown, numerical value of the energy again. I also think I'm going to include the moon energy, right? So the moon is going to be in Scorpio, all right, for the next couple of days. I think it transitioned last night at around 9 o'clock, all right? So we're talking about a little bit more sensitive energy in the atmosphere as far as your emotions are concerned. You can find that if you are not working on yourself, you can be more concerned with your feelings and maybe your sensitive to your needs more than you are to others, okay? But with the moon in Scorpio, you can also find if this energy is not balanced, you are more sensitive to wanting to take care of others versus yourself, all right? So the goal today is going to be able to balance your sensitivity. The energy in Scorpio gives you an opportunity to transform, okay? It gives you an opportunity for transformation to come in different areas of your life today, all right? So it's going to come through emotionally. If you're open to it, okay, you can find emotional ways to either solve problems, see things differently, or to create anew. Okay, now December 11th, 2020, the month is pretty much almost over. We're like halfway through the month. Yeah, okay. And it's Friday, right? Friday is ruled by Venus, so you guys can feel a lot of love in the air, okay? So you got Venus ruling Friday, and then you got the sun in Sagittarius, which is that very intuitive energy, right? It's all about perception. And then you also have the moon in Scorpio, all right? So, and that's just not even to get into where all of the other planetary alignments are, right? So if you're into colors today, you want to tap into the energy using the colors of Venus. That would be light blue. That is going to be green, pink, as well as copper hues, okay? Now, let's just say this, okay? Venus rules the spiritual aspect as people as they manifest on the physical realm. So you really want to be mindful today of where you put your love, you know, because you know how people say the love of money is the root of all evil? I don't know that. I think maybe the love of greed is the root of all evil. So you definitely want to be mindful of how you are taking things in, okay? Because if you have a relationship and a friendship with money, then you won't want to abuse money. So then a loving relationship with money can produce positive things and not, you know, negative things in your life and in your experience and in the experiences that you share with other people. So just know that today, right? You got love and energy in the air coming in with Venus ruling Friday. You also have the moon in Scorpio, so you want to be mindful not to be too sensitive and to get into your feelings today, okay? If you feel like you're getting into your feelings, be mindful of what is trying to be transformed today. What is your feelings trying to show you and indicate to you today, all right? So watch those triggers, all right? So December 11th, 2020 is vibrating on the number 9. Friday, the day itself, also vibrates on the number 9. So we got like double numbers popping off here today. So double 9s popping off today. So, you know, 9 is all about completion. But before we can jump into completion and the rest of the frequencies that we can pull out of the vibration of number 9, I want to remind you guys that intuitive energy is in the atmosphere. So it don't matter what energy you rocking with, you vibrating on, honey. Yeah, tap into that intuitive nature, that intuitive aspect of yourself, okay? So we got intuitive energy in the atmosphere today on a positive end of the number 9, okay? Also, the number 9 is about completions, but it's also about problem solving, okay? So today you can find creative way to problem solve things, and we do have that energy with the moon in Scorpio coming in to help assist with that transformation if you're open to it, all right? Now, You also have the energy of perfection in the atmosphere today. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I often say it is within your imperfections that you're most perfect, all right? So be mindful of trying not to be too perfect today and being open to things perfectly working out the way they did or had, okay? Or have, all right? Sensitivity, yeah, we got that in the air today. You can be very sensitive emotionally, mentally, even physically today. So some of you might want to even watch the spices in your food today, all right? That can cause allergic reactions and triggers for some people today. So be mindful of that, all right? Your soul's purpose is going to be key with some people vibrating on the higher end of the number 9 today, which was going to be infused with self-love, which is also one of the aspects of the number 9, right? Now, the lower vibrational end of the number 9, you can find that you are not trusting yourself, okay? So you are not trusting your gut feelings. You're not trusting your emotions, okay? You're not even trusting that something doesn't feel right, something isn't right, right? So be mindful of that today. You can be operating in energy where you're not trusting yourself, all right? Now, you know how we have the energy of creating positive ways to solve problems today. You also have the lower vibrational end of that today, which is creating problems instead of solving them today. So you want to be mindful of that, okay? Self-sabotage is in the air for some people today, so be mindful of that. Disconnected energy can be popping off for some people today, all right? Unfocused energy as well as laziness is in the atmosphere today. So you want to watch how you're spending your time and how you're delegating your time today. That's going to be important for some people, all right? Now, lastly, okay, you do have the low vibrational end of the number 9. You know, you have self-love in the ear. You can also have self-hatred. So watch that balance today. What are you thinking about yourself? What do you think about others? What are you projecting outwardly for the world to see, all right, as well as for the universe to send back to you, okay? So be mindful of that, all right? Now, we're going to jump into the 4 elements, okay? If you are not new to the channel, okay, you know how we get into this. If you're new to the channel, I do the vibrations based on the 4 elements, okay? And I'm going to break that down. And I don't even remember if I said my name, you know. By now, I feel so comfortable, y'all. I don't even remember if I mentioned my name in the beginning of the video. So let me just say that again for those of you that are tuning in, that are new. My name is Kamoy, okay? So if you're tuning in via the podcast, welcome also. All right, so we started off with the wonderful fire energy, okay? And the fire element, that is going to be Sagittarius, Leo, as well as Aries. If you are not a fire sign, my love, you can apply this energy to maybe someplace in your life where action needs to be taken, where movement needs to be had. This is also perceptive energy as well as passionate and lustful energy. So just apply it to the situation and where it fits, okay? If you are not a fire sign, all right? So the message today is fruitation, balance, and blossoming. Fruitation, balance, and blossoming, and we are pulling from the Moon Oracle deck, okay? Now I just want to say this to you right now. You are known for the fruits that you produce, which means that you may need to balance some things today in your thinkings or in your emotions today, as well as maybe even the physical realm, okay? Balance is needed because some things may be blossoming that you may not necessarily want to experience, okay? Or some things may be blossoming that you may have thought that you weeded out of your garden, aka your thoughts, aka your feelings, right? All right? So be mindful today, wherever you're putting your energy, there is where you're going to gain the fruit, okay? So if you're putting your energy in negative thoughts constantly, then you're going to produce negative experiences in your life. They're asking you to balance your emotions today, my wonderful, wonderful fire signs, okay? Before you take action and before you make a move. Make sure you're using your perception wisely and you're operating from a place, my love, of balance today, okay? Yeah. If you're going to create some fruits and things are going to be blossoming, you need to be mindful of where you're putting that energy and that attention, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to the wonderful air element, which is going to be Gemini. It's also going to be Libra, and then it's going to be the wonderful, wonderful Aquarius. If you are not a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you can apply this message to your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking, okay? So just be mindful of that, all right? So you guys have beauty popping up with action as well as pleasure. Okay, so let me just tell you right now, my wonderful air sign, because we're dealing with mental thinking and spiritual thinking here, you need to know that there's beauty everywhere. So you're going to have to open up your eyes, okay, your mental eyes to see that, all right? Now, taking action is going to be key for you today before you can actually enjoy the pleasure in which you seek. Now, like I said, if you are not an Aquarius, if you are not a Libra, if you are not a Gemini, this is going to be your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking. So the question is, are you seeing beauty in the things that you're creating within your thought process? And then as you create that beauty, you taking action, or you being fearful and sitting in your ass and not doing what's needed, right? So how can you get to the other step without you actually first creating that perception within your thinking, then taking the action? Maybe, cooking, cooking more healthy, right? Creating a beautiful a beautiful meal in your head, a beautiful affirmation, right? But eventually, once you fortify your mental capacity, you will have to take action to see things come to pass so you can enjoy that pleasure that you seek, right? So be mindful about that. Create the beauty, take the action, and enjoy the pleasure, all right? And that goes, first, you got to check out your thinking and your feelings. All right. Deal with the inner man first, my wonderful air signs, and then allow the outer magnification to come forth. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do the wonderful earth signs. It's going to be Capricorn, it's going to be Taurus, or it's going to be the Virgos. Okay. If you are not a Capricorn, a Taurus, or Virgo, this is going to be representing your physical life, the physical realm, the things in the physical realm, the house, the car, the bills, the family. Okay. That type of stuff is what you will have to pay attention to if you're not an earth sign. All right. Today you guys have peace, patience, and gratitude. I don't even think I really need to explain this. I really don't even think I need to explain this, all right? Earth signs, what I'm hearing today is watch your judgment. Get to a place of peace, right? You know how I always say you can collect all of the pieces that you've gained all of the years, right? Collect all of the pieces that you've gained all of the years and come to a place of wholeness where you can sit in patience, right? In gratitude and have things unfold without you having to do much physical effort, right? I know y'all rule the earth realm, so y'all think, physically you have to do a lot of stuff, but really what they're asking you to do is not to do stuff in the physical realm today. Your goal today should be moving from the inner man today and watching things unfold. And you're doing that will tapping into your peace to get to your place of wholeness, operating in a sense of patience today and resting in gratitude. And that's your message, okay? All right, now we're going to be dealing with the wonderful water signs. This is going to be Scorpio. It's going to be Pisces as well as Cancer. If you're not a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, you can apply this message to your emotions. This is going to be your feelings, okay? Feelings. Nothing but feelings. That's what we're dealing with today, okay? So be mindful of that. You guys have creation, the path. Okay, you also have self-reflection and darkness. Okay, and let me just say to you, this is some alchemy happening right here. Okay, I've been studying darkness for a really long time. Actually, I am studying H.P. Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine, and she talks about this darkness a lot. And we talked about darkness in a lot of the lives when I did that creating with dark matter, right? And darkness. Just so you know, out of darkness comes enlightenment, okay? The darkness is the light, okay? You need to understand that, aka your shadow side can enlighten you, all right? So know that you're creating. You just need to choose the path in which you want to move forth in. And as you're walking that path, it's going to be important for you to do the self-reflection today. Understand not to be afraid of the dark, because it's within the dark where all things reside, and where all things reside, and where everything seems and appears to be nothingness at the same time. Okay, so yeah, creation path, right? You can choose the path in which you are now on and create as you go. All right, self-reflection is going to be needed, and don't be afraid of the dark. Okay, the dark will strengthen you if you embrace it. Okay, all right, my loves, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not checked out your monthlies yet, you need to do so, and you can find those on YouTube. Okay, so if you're tuning in via Instagram or the podcast or Facebook, hop on over to YouTube, my love, and check out your monthlies. All 12 zodiac signs are up, okay? And if you're a part of the Patreon family, I've already posted the ancestor reading. And don't forget, we're going to be doing the live karma reading. So if you have access to the lives, you want to come on over to Patreon on the 23rd. We're going to be doing the live karma readings, okay? And what else am I missing? All right. So today I do Paid Forward Friday lives on YouTube. So you want to check me out there. On Tuesdays, I am live on Instagram with Nye, so you can go ahead and check me out there. Wednesdays, I am live on Facebook. No, not Facebook. YouTube with Kim Warner. And then on Thursdays, I am live on Instagram with Kelly Kells. Okay, so check me out. Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, the number 4, your inner voice. Okay, and then you can also find me on any major podcast streaming apps at the number 4, your inner voice spiritual chef. All right, be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and I'm gonna see y'all in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, bye, loves.